What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rise and Grind. We got a lot of good topics. We got Shiv in the building today as well. Let's say what's up to Shiv real quick. Let's give a Shiv cam. And look, just see Shiv. You're on the Shiv cam. Look.
Is that what we're calling it?
The Shiv cam. Yeah. We're on the Shiv cam.
What's going on?
We got Megan in the building. What's up, Megan?
I never leave.
Megan never. No, Megan never comes to the building. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously. No, so many good topics we have here. It's crazy. We're literally exiting Q1.
It's wild.
I can't get over the fact that, like, I remember at the end of 2025, every year we do this, but at the end of 2025, I'm like, dude, I can't believe this year's over already. And it's like, we joke around like, oh, before you know it, it's going to be the end of Q1. And it's like, yeah, end of Q1.
I'm still writing 2025 on certain things, like documents. I'm like, wait, it's 26.
It's wild. It's literally fucking wild.
I'm still writing 2025 on certain things, like documents. I'm like, wait.
You out there? Rob's watching something. Good. We on live? We're live, everywhere, Rob?
We're live.
All right. So, dude, Rob, this guy's just botching
that
the entire
audio
thing
is also
today.
trending right now, though, too.
I
You
know.
probably just open Instagram.
So, all right. Anyway, so one of the things that I'll bring up first, because I'm literally just completely like shook by this. So obviously we all know that Justin Timberlake had that DUI, and it happened like last summer. But he apparently pushed, because he was on a world tour. He pushed so that like they didn't release those videos until after the tour, right? So like that's why now people are like, wait, why is this out? Like, but he was in the middle of a world tour, and he knew that like if he got DUI, it could like screw up his like stuff.
Yeah.
So literally the internet is going crazy right now on these videos, because like there's so many different it's just so bad.
It is
it's
really
so good.
bad.
It's so bad though.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, it's like the number one question that is in my brain, okay, is if you are Justin Timberlake, why are you driving yourself anywhere?
You know, I
Why
had that same thought.
in God's green earth are you Justin Timberlake
While you're
in
on
the
a world,
Hamptons,
while you're on a world tour,
wasted? Why?
where was your security?
Dude? You would think that like this guy was rolling up in a decked out like Cullinan or something, that he has a driver driving him somewhere, right? Or at least a Tahoe blacked out, bringing him somewhere,
or an Uber, even at the
an Uber, even if
Yeah.
like at an Uber is sketchy, but would have been better. You're Justin Timberlake. Why are you driving yourself first off anywhere?
I keep forgetting that John doesn't like public transportation, and he calls Uber public transportation.
That is my public transport. I do not do public transport. But I'm just like shook about that. Like that's the one thing. I have way more to drive, like I think about it, but it's like Justin Timberlake. Why is Justin Timberlake driving himself anywhere?
So how bad was this? I haven't seen it yet.
It's terrible.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
Megan, now here's what they were saying though. Like,
So like the part that I thought was completely hilarious was like they pull him over and they're like, you know, license registration, trying to figure out who he is, and he's like, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm Justin Timberlake, and it's just like, really? Yeah, I think we know. Like,
Now, is that his
No.
real name?
Actually, no. I'm sorry. No. So you got that wrong. So almost. But what he says is he goes, they're like, you know, who are you? And he's trying to put the words together. And he says, you know, they go, where? No, before they even ask him, they go, where are you going? Or like, where are you going? And he's like, you know, I'm on my way back I'm following my friends.
yeah.
And then they're like, well, what are you doing? Like, what brings you to the Hamptons? And that's what he says. That he's like, well, I don't know how to say this. I'm on a world tour. And now picture being a cop who doesn't know him. The cop doesn't know who Justin Timberlake is.
I'm on a world tour.
So imagine like a drunk, and they know he's drunk, right? So like imagine you're a cop, you pull up, and this guy's like, I'm on a world tour. Like, and you don't know who he is, and you're just like, this guy's high. Like, you're on a world tour.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? So that was where he was he's like, I don't know how to say this. I'm on a world tour. And he's like, I'm Justin Timberlake. And the cop is just like, okay. Like,
Okay, let's talk about a cop not knowing who Justin Timberlake is for a second.
but isn't that wild though?
Yeah.
The cop, I don't know who the cop is, but I think it was a younger cop. And dude, most people that are young, like they don't know like the Backstreet Boys or like NSYNC or like those people.
2000s.
Granted, I mean, Justin Timberlake does. I think the only reason why he's still relevant is because he has the like chick of the 1990s and 2000s.
Who?
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
He's got the Biel. Okay, he's got the
see.
Biel. That's why I think only one knows who he is.
I don't know about that because like I feel like no one knows who Jessica Biel is now. Like you might because
That's a
you're
shame.
90. You know, like
It's a shame.
I feel sorry for people who don't know who she is.
like I know who she is, but like I don't remember seeing a Jessica Biel movie in the last decade at least.
Well, no, she's in like to your point. I haven't watched any of her new stuff. Her new stuff is she's in. I feel like she's in that phase of her career now where she's doing like artistry shit. Like it's like now she's like a murderer in like this one like show she's on.
Whoa.
And it's like it's not Jessica Biel from like Summer Catch, like walking around in a bra and whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Oh my God.
that's the Jessica we all know and love, right? Not Seventh Heaven, right?
What's
But-
the what, I mean, JT did have that really sick album like I don't want to say a decade ago with
It's been kind of
yeah, and I
It's
realized
obviously solo, yeah.
Actually, I think it was longer than a decade ago. It was like 13 years ago. What was the song? It had Mirrors.
Yep,
And then
yep.
he had that album.
I don't know.
which-
We need Chris for my team here. Chris is like a Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake ologist.
I actually the only concert I've ever been to in my entire life.
Stop
Jay-Z
it.
and Justin Timberlake at Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
13 years
That's the
ago.
only concert you've
Yeah.
ever been to in your entire life.
Live music is not my thing. I'm not a fan.
Really?
Live
Yeah,
music.
it's
You don't
crowd-
dance? You don't like?
It's crowded. It's
Oh my God.
Chip-
it's not
Oh
music
my
times.
God.
Like listen, I'll go to a bar. I'll do all that. But
Yeah,
like, a
yeah.
concert where like like I can't talk to people. I can't.
I can't even like bust your chops about this because like I haven't been to many concerts over the years. I definitely been to more than one, but I haven't been to many. And the only thing I'll say though is thank God Jay-Z was there too. Because if you just only went to a Justin Timberlake
Yeah.
concert,
this episode is
Shit.
about to turn into the roast of shit to tell.
Don't let Megan get warmed up. Don't let Megan
Oh,
warmed
Speaking of
up.
that, have
so
you
good.
seen the demand for the new Jay-Z concert?
No.
It's
Oh, I'm
insane.
sure it's
like
insane.
right now,
Really?
there's
Yeah.
like an
Why?
800,000 people
Everyone
waiting
wants to
list.
see Jay-Z.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Jay. Well, I guess I don't know. I like his old
Well,
stuff.
you know what? I have to say this too. Lately, tickets have been hard to get and they're really expensive.
Yeah.
Really, really, really expensive. You know Olivia Dean?
Mm-mm.
Do you know Olivia Dean?
No.
Oh man.
Rob does.
You
Rob
know some
does.
of her songs if you
I know
Oh,
Olivia
cool,
Rodrigo.
damn.
a lot of her songs went were trending over the past few months, but her tickets are like $600, $700, $800
What?
for your normal, and you're
Stop.
up there in the bleachers.
But you know
Like,
why though,
yeah.
right?
No.
Because now you can afterpay them. So people are like, "Oh, cool, whatever."
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, okay.
like, whatever. It's
Yeah.
like
Wow.
it's just
Tickets are
it's just another
expensive.
$40 a month for the next 2 years or whatever. I'm like,
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Yo,
it's
wait,
crazy.
real quick. I have to tell you this experience. So I'll never forget this. Okay. And I hope she's not ever going to watch this. But do you remember when my old assistant got me Drake tickets? Go to Megan. Cute Megan.
You waited until I took a sip of coffee.
Yeah. So which was, by the way, super nice of her. Okay. And so it was like her, and I'm pretty sure it was her, and like I don't know.
It
if
was
it's
a really
group
nice
thing.
thought.
It was a super nice thought. God bless her. And anyway, she's like, "I got you Drake tickets," and Drake, like, that's somebody who I've never seen like live, but I would love to see live. So anyway, so she's like, "I got you Drake tickets." I'm like, "Oh my God, that's fucking awesome. I've never been to it." So fast forward, it's in Atlantic City. It's at like a club. It's at like a bar. It's a very small bar. It's like the size of this like office. Like it's not like a huge bar. So I'm like, dude, he's gonna be like right where Rob is. Like, you know, it's gonna be crazy. So I get there because it says the doors open at like 11, right? So we get there at 11. And not, mind you, luckily this is at my era where I'm still like partying back then. So I'm like, cool, let's go. I'm like sipping, having fun. And then it's like 2 a.m. and he's like still not there, right? And I'm like, yo, because like it was that other thing. He didn't say when he was coming, just said he was coming. So then so I'm talking to somebody at the bar. I'm like, yo, what time does Drake come on? And they're like, Drake's not coming on. They're like, Drake is making a appearance and leaving.
Oh my
And I was like, are you kidding me? So I was at the point, I was there because I was in Atlantic City for this whole thing. So like I was there, whatever. So I wound up being in the freaking bar until almost I think it was like 3:30, 3:40. And then Jacqueline was like livid. So obviously, so we're like, all right, we're leaving. We're going, right? We start leaving. Fast forward, we're driving back home and we're on the like our phone on Instagram. And he got there at 4.
Oh my God.
And I was like, so we missed by half hour. But I wouldn't have waited that half hour because at that point
Yeah.
I was so long into it. But anyway, like that was a sad
Imagine
one.
paying. What's crazy though is that he just made an appearance at the place you were at, and tickets sold.
Yeah.
For that much, like
For that
tickets
much.
sold just to see him in a bar. Like not even because he didn't perform anything.
I
Right?
fully
Right.
thought he was going to say Drake Bell came out or something. That would have been
Oh my
hilarious.
No,
gosh,
but
that
I
would've
would
been so
I would
funny.
pay top dollar to be in a room with Drake though, for sure. I'd end up with a website. You know, end up
Or
with a
a
website
restraining
for
order.
Drake.
Or restraining
Or
order.
one of the two.
But anyway, the internet is going crazy over this DUI, and it's phenomenal. And especially to see, what's funny? We don't ever get to see, like, even though there's the era of social media, yeah, you'll see once in a while somebody like in not a good moment filmed, mainly Justin Bieber freaking out of paparazzis and shit. But like to see him like the dude's just a human, right? And like he's drunk and he's like in a bad position. But to see Justin Timberlake squirming like that was just like, and like, you see those videos and the kids are like, people slipping on ice, they just keep trying to get themselves. He just kept digging himself deeper
Yeah.
and deeper and deeper.
It's a
And it was like to
reminder we're all
watch.
human.
Yeah,
I see, like, I'm totally against that even being released. Like, that's no one's business,
it shouldn't. And it's
No.
crazy that like,
And that
can
DUI
be
was
released.
dismissed, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, he didn't actually get a DUI. That was dismissed down to a traffic ticket.
Stop.
Yeah. So, like, now you're releasing that, but he never actually, in legal terms, he never actually committed the crime.
So if you're famous, you don't get Deweys.
I don't think that's exclusive to famous people, but
Well, he was clearly drunk. It looked like, or I think he said he was high.
Tiger Woods did.
yeah.
Well, he was apparently he was like obliterated. But did that body cam video come out?
No, never.
I never see that. You know what?
I don't think they had body cams back. That was like 2008.
But by the way, Tiger is a billionaire with a B. So the fact that he got arrested at that time, it was a while back, obviously.
The
But
fact that the media was able to discover from a DUI to a full-blown sex addict, like the fact when they figured that out, I was like, it was like a 24-hour span, and I was like, I didn't grasp what was going on that quickly. I was like, how? What?
Right. By the way, you gotta love how like that's how you know people are press trained, right? Like if you get caught cheating, the dude's a sex addict.
Yeah.
Literally, guys, I'm so sorry, I'm a sex addict. It's not just like, yo, you cheated on your wife. Like, what an asshole, right? It's like, no, I'm sorry, so, guys, I'm coming out as a sex addict. It's great. I mean, there's a lot of famous people do that stuff.
That DUI cost him a lot of his money, half his net worth.
No.
Yeah, about
Right,
Yeah,
because of that. Because
yeah.
of that. Right.
half his net worth, right to his ex-wife.
Damn.
Mhm.
Now it's another thing. Like, should I have had those fucking Coronas?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Well, I think like the story was that like his ex, I don't remember, so this could be completely wrong, but I think didn't she like chase him like with a golf club or something, and that's why he got in his car like to drive away,
Oh, I don't know.
like because like she had found out and she had chased him with a golf club. I think she had hit him. She made contact.
Dude, that's terrible. That's the
like-
type of shit that Megan be doing with umbrellas, though.
Now I could be completely wrong, but there was something. Like he was injured. He was injured or something. Something happened there.
Oh, Megan. All right. What do we got next? What's our next topic?
All right. Easter spending's hitting a record high $24.9 billion on Easter gifts this year.
Yo.
Is that crazy? That's crazy to me. They're
Jacqueline,
saying that.
Jacqueline is a part of that.
Yeah. So they're saying on a per person.
0.9.
The point. Yeah, maybe. The National Retail Federation is saying that on a per person basis, people are spending $200 per child for Easter. And that is way, 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 way more than we've ever seen in the past.
Did you guys get stuff for Easter when you were kids?
I grew
I got like candy and crap. Like I didn't get like gifts.
up in a Hindu household, John.
Right. So you
It
weren't
was, it
getting-
was just Sunday to me. It
it
was just Sunday. I went to the movies.
No gifts came.
My mom
But
made
what about for
Easter,
you?
My mom made Easter baskets, but it always had like a new bathing suit for the season, maybe some makeup, some candy, like different candy than you'd see in
Right.
an egg.
Right.
Yeah, that was it. So it's
Yeah,
like
but-
something small. It wasn't great. Like she
Yeah.
maybe spent $30 a basket. Like she
Yeah.
didn't spend $200.
That's wild though. But Jacqueline was just telling me that there's this like thing going out right now about how like mothers like these days, or like parents, I guess mainly mothers, feel so much more obligated to celebrate like every single holiday and like invest in every single holiday and spend all this money, and it's expensive because of like all the stuff you're just seeing on social media with all these different like parents that are doing stuff.
Yeah.
So like they feel like mom guilt and whatever those things, because like if you're not celebrating those things or doing things like that, like you feel like, I guess, like bad that you're not doing that for your kids. Where like growing up, like I could be totally wrong, and I don't want to like discredit, because like my mom is the GOAT, but it's like I know that we just like in the 90s, I feel like it was just like, yeah, we ate like chocolate and like, yeah, we got a basket,
Easter
but it was all right. It was like
Yeah.
all like candy though. Like it wasn't like
It was a lot
I got like
simpler than it
Madden
is.
95, like like it wasn't
No.
like that.
You weren't getting the new iPhone, the new cell phone. When it was out.
No.
By the way, what was your first phone, by the way?
Oh my god.
Mine was a Nokia brick.
Mine was a Verizon. It was like some sort of flip phone thingy. I don't know.
I think it was the NV2. You remember
Really?
that? Yeah.
Oh.
The NV2, yeah, my boy had that one. I had the first ever NV.
Oh, that was like the one that looked like a Nokia, right? And then
Yeah, and it flips
But
over.
it flips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so well designed. I wish if that
No,
phone.
actually, I had one before, the Pantech Link. It was a fake BlackBerry.
Wow.
Pantech
Yo,
Link.
Pantech used to put out some fire phones
Yeah.
though, back in the day. But anyway, back on the topic. So yeah, people are spending way more money, and it's interesting though. You were just talking about the Klarna stuff or the buy now pay later stuff with these tickets, and I feel like people I feel like are putting themselves in so much debt because of that buy now pay later stuff. And that's the issue. Like again, like banks, they don't care about your debt. They want your debt. So like they're not going to be like, don't do this stuff. But whatever happened to like that,
And they want you to miss it. You miss it one time, boom, 25% interest.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I mean. And that's why it's like growing up, like a lot of times I would hear things like, if you don't have the cash for it, don't buy it. And I think that's super important
You
to
can
live
buy
by even in this day, unless it's something that like, I don't know. It's funny because I think about like early days, right? As an example, like when, people would be like, complaining about money or whatever. And I would be like, why are you guys buying like $7 coffees then? And everyone would always be like, yo, like it makes me happy. And I get it. And I think most people, that's why they go into so much debt with these Klarna things. Cause they're like, well, I want that concert ticket, or I want this, or I want that. And they want going into all this debt. And then they're like up to their eyeballs in like debt that like isn't something that's like a college or like whatever. You know what I mean?
It's like prioritization too. I feel like what these buy now pay later methods have done is like people are like, oh, I'd rather pay $60 a month towards this experience than put $60 into a savings. Right? So it's like,
but you can buy now, pay later DoorDash, which is insane to me.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like your $15 Chipotle order, you can buy now, pay later and break it down for like 3 months, $5 a month.
Whatever that would be.
But do you want to know why that's so genius of them? Because how many times, like I remember, back in the day where I would be like, yo, I would love, I don't even know, I'm gonna say something random, like fucking Taco Bell, right? But like I was like, damn, like I shouldn't buy Taco Bell though. Like I don't want to spend the money. The thought process is like, well, I don't have to spend the money. Like I'll worry about it later. And I think that's the issue, because the mindset is like, I'll worry about that later. And then when that bill comes, that's what sucks, dude. It's like the Grim Reaper, It's like those bills stink. That's why I got very lucky that my parents, when it came to like financial stuff, like we're not on top of like that type of shit. Like like when I met Jacqueline and we like were dating, like she was like, she asked me for a credit card because we were booking like a vacation. And I sent her my debit card, and she's like, no, send me your credit card for points. And I was like, I don't have a credit card. And she's like, you don't have a credit card? I'm like, no. She goes, so you don't have credit? And I was like, no.
You're like, what?
Like 13.
What's credit?
That's what I'm saying. That's what. But back, in a way, I'm so happy that I didn't, dude. Because like before, like obviously, when it was early days of starting this company, and before that, like I would have put myself in stupid debt if I did have it.
I'll tell you what,
I'm happy that I didn't.
I did ruin my credit back in college. Like I got one and I was spending and I ruined. And then, I fixed it now. Then it's so crazy when I see, like, I talk to clients now.
Right.
And I'm like, ooh, and they're like, what do you know? They're like, I'm like, no, listen, I've made this mistake. I'm speaking from personal experience. Like, don't. And listen, the rules of credit are skewed in their favor. It is not consumer friendly.
Yeah.
Like, it's what?
30? They want you to be in debt.
Yeah. Your score drops if you carry more than 30% of your balance, or, if you have 4 cards. Or if I want to drop the longest holding card I have, I lose points. I'm like, makes no sense. But on like from a finance subject, like what we call like bad credit card debt and Klarna, we call that bad debt.
Yeah, right.
Like there is a good thing. There is something called good debt. It's your mortgage. That's good debt. You're building equity.
Right.
Your student loan. Like, listen, you might hate it. Everyone hates their student loan.
Megan loves hers.
I hate my student loan. Help me get rid of it.
Is it Ally?
No, I have Sally Mae.
Oh, Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Sally's a biatch.
Yep. Yeah. Capital
B. Sally's a biatch.
I think it stings Megan more because she's in a completely different industry.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm not even in fashion. I don't even do fashion.
But you're fashionable.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. I feel like I'm
she goes, I could have done that for free.
Literally.
See, but you know what I don't like about that? Like at the end of the day, what bothers me about that is like if you were like, for instance, same instance, if you were going to start a business, right, and you decided to go get debt financing, and you went out and you got debt financing, to open up, Megan's fashion shop, right? Like, and if that thing failed and it tanked, like, and you just said, hey, like I'm filing bankruptcy, right? Like nobody, okay, you file bankruptcy, Chapter 11, you're kind of, it's it, done.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a student
You can't do
and
that.
you're not using that, like, that degree anymore, it's like, or if God forbid something happens to you, like no matter what, you or people around you have to pay that debt.
Yeah.
It's like the mob. It's
Yeah.
like, but it's so
really
fucked
messed up.
It's
really messed
like,
up.
why would you, like, it's first off, not that you were a kid now, but like when people are going to college, you're still a kid. And so
I didn't understand the impact. I talk about this all the time with my friends who were fortunate. Their parents paid for them to go to school. So we talk about the difference a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like at 18 years old, you don't understand that. To you, it's just like, to me, I was like, oh, I'm living in New York City, going to fashion school. Like,
Right.
I'll be able to pay this off after. Like,
Yeah.
no big deal. But
Yeah.
you don't understand that you're going to be paying it for the rest of your life. Like, it's a lot.
You know what?
But an 18-year-old who wants to be an electrician can't go get or a landscaper,
Right.
He can't go get a loan from the bank and be like, hey, I want to buy equipment. I want to go start a landscaping company. They'll laugh him out of the room.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's like, but we can give you,
Other debt.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars for
more.
student loans. Like,
Realistically, what does it
Crazy.
cost?
Messed up.
What does it cost to start let's say a basic landscaping company? $100,000 between truck, equipment, maybe
Mhm.
a spot to store all that in. Like,
Right.
I think 100,000 is on the high end, right?
Yeah,
I would think so.
I would assume. I didn't go to college. I don't know any of those
You went
things.
for like a week, didn't you?
I went to OCC until the guy pretty much told me that my business was never going to work. And then that's the only reason why I went. I was like, let me go get business courses. And the dude was like, this is not like a viable thing.
you should have him on the podcast. You should
I would
find him
love
and
to.
have
I
him
gotta
on
find
the
him.
podcast.
I
That would
really-
be a
You
really
should
good
you should become
episode.
OCC.
Right?
You should
Yeah.
become a sponsor of the OCC Foundation and then have your face there. Just so see if he
Sure.
remembers.
I pull up in
Put
the
a
McLaren. I'm
billboard
like,
right
yo, buddy, you want to
outside
ride?
Straight up, like all the vehicles on the campus are adapting social golf carts. That would be sick.
That would be.
I would
be
go
so
back to
cool.
school.
All right. Oh my God. But though, it's like that. So yeah, that was my one stint. I went there. I was trying to like learn things I didn't know about business because I thought I could apply it. And then like the second I got into I was only like a couple weeks in, and they gave us a project where you select, you create a fake business, and then you try to like build it and market it in this course. And so I said, hey, I want to do adapting social. And he pretty much told me I couldn't do it. He's like, it has to be a fake business. And I was like, why? Like, I have a real business. And he fought me on it. And then he let me do it. And then, while we were in the middle of the project, he pulled me aside and he was like, just so you know, like this is like, you shouldn't put all your eggs in this basket, man. Like you should stay in school because like, you're not going to be able to like, this is not scalable. Like you don't have experience enough to be in front of, some of these big brands that are going to like pay you what you need to be paid to not have a job or whatever. And I remember being like, damn, like this guy, like, shouldn't he be motivating me? Like, why is this guy?
100%.
No one kills. I feel like
as a
no
professor,
Yeah.
yeah.
no one kills your dreams more than people whose dreams have already failed.
Yep.
True.
That's true.
True.
That's the quote of the week. That's
Quote
a
of the
good
quote.
one.
Damn, Shiv.
Look at that.
Shiv already
We got
hit it already. Shiv.
But like at the end of the day, like I still feel like like listen, if you're an engineer, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, and you have that student loan debt, or like anything where if you are
Do you
using
have student loan debt?
No.
Your parents got it?
No, I went to school in the NJ Stars program.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Wow,
So
you're
the whole
lucky.
thing was taken care of?
yeah.
Dude, your parents gotta love you. You're the golden boy.
It was and then my brother ended up going what you call it. I mean, I paid, so I didn't pay for my first 2 years. I
Yeah.
paid for my last 2.
Got it.
But that my
Where
brother
did you go?
I went so I did OCC to Seton Hall.
Okay.
And then
Did you stay up at Seton?
Yeah.
Wow.
lived
How was that?
So lived
That's
on
Jersey City, right?
No, East Orange.
Oh, okay.
It's sketchy.
Rob loves that spot. Rob's a frequent.
It's but what was the thing? We had an apartment, like 4 of us in Newark at the time. So much better. But
listen, my family's from Newark, dude, so I get it. But I'm Ironbound.
I was
Portuguese
born and raised in Elizabeth. I moved to Tom's River
Okay.
when I was 10.
No shit.
But I'll tell you what, like those
You could take people out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of people.
second quote of the week.
Shiv, perfect example. Rob, perfect example. John, perfect example. You know what I mean? Megan's from the street.
I went from Shrewsbury to Howell.
I didn't know you were.
I was in Shrewsbury.
How long in Shrewsbury? Were you like?
A while. until I was 7, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought you were Alabama for life.
No, I was in
I
Shrewsbury.
was Kentucky
went
once we moved
to-
down the shore.
I don't know what the hell we call Tom's River.
Tom's River. I don't know, but I always bust my wife's chops about Tom's River.
But like coming back to the student loan thing, like it's still, if you're using your degree today and you're making money, it's still good debt, you know?
Yeah.
Think about it. You're a doctor and $400,000 in debt, but you're making $500 a year.
I could totally see though, like how like Megan's frustrated about that though.
That without a doubt.
Because like if I wasn't using it, I would totally try to like not pay it. I'd be like, I'm not fucking paying this.
Yeah, but
Listen,
they'll literally just come after you. They'll be like, you need to pay this. They'll harass everyone.
Megan's like, I paid all this money, and then she goes, and I have to deal with John Vigero 5 days a week. She goes, this sucks.
Whoa. Sometimes 7.
Wait, really?
Most
No.
of the time.
She disappears. Like she goes incognito on me until Monday.
Try.
DND.
Dude, it
Try.
was devastating. I was out for one of our team members' going away party, and Megan didn't come. And apparently, the reason she didn't come was because I was there.
It's
I
like
see that. I
all
get
of that is just not true.
Yeah, I know. It hurt my feelings.
I totally-
I'll get over it. Though.
All of it's not.
I totally get that.
Her husband said that, so I don't know how much truth there is to it.
There's no
but-
truth to it. He's a
I was
liar.
but you know what though? I was used as a fault guy, which it's okay
How do you
because it made the other team feel better.
How do you feel that your husband is now like,
Good.
best friends with John? Like, how does that?
I flat out told the team, I was like, yeah, I don't party with team members. I don't party with
Yeah.
people that report to me. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
No, it's true. Though.
Like,
and
it's
you,
just
and,
the honest
and you
truth.
shouldn't.
Like,
You
there's
shouldn't.
no reason I should.
We did it in the past. Anybody who's a leader, right? I firmly now. Poor Megan and Chris used to have to deal with me because when we would do team happy hours, I would always get drunk, like every single time.
Get out of here. You.
Yeah,
We
man.
had to talk to our
No.
lawyers one time, and they were like, "Yeah, so as soon as you have one drink, you gotta leave." And
Literally.
John's like,
Yo.
"Really?"
No. Then it went from us being at the team event, and I'm like, Chris and Megan, come on, let's go to the other bar.
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't count, right?
Yeah.
But it's like one of the things I don't recommend, and obviously for people who are younger in younger businesses, it's like at that time because this is the thing, dude. Like in the earlier phases of I think both of our careers, right? But definitely me, highlight myself. Like you want your team to like you. You want your
Yeah.
team to like feel like, okay, this is like he's a cool, he's a cool boss, right? And it took me obviously going through, the difference between you earning respect versus like wanting to be liked, right? Because I'm a recovering people pleaser by nature. And so it's like I would go to these events too, and I try to hang out with everybody. And we always had a good time. That's why, like, again, we always had a great culture. Like people always loved because we're like normal people. But then obviously, I would go a little too crazy because I loved my team even to this day. Like I could slip down that path if I wanted to, but I don't because I don't really even drink like that anymore. But like realistically, like I could easily because like I love everybody on our team. Like
Yeah.
I would grab a beer with anybody
Me
on my
too.
team.
Which is why it's
and
hard to
have a
say
great
no.
Yeah,
Like,
well, but it's different. Like having a drink with somebody versus
Yeah.
like having a couple is different.
Yeah,
versus
But-
going on a
yeah.
bender.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And our attorneys at the time were like, and luckily it wasn't like that they like I did anything stupid, but they were just like, hey, like, at these events because we were going over our like employee contracts and stuff, and they were just like, you guys like really should never be at an event, for any reason. Oh, actually, it happened, and Chris and I were at a dinner, and they were talking about something that happened employee related at a function like that
Mhm.
that became a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And that's why he brought that up.
Yeah.
And he was like, you guys cannot be in the room if there's like drinking happening like that. Like,
Mhm.
so, one or two, and then you guys, should bow out. And it was like, damn, but I want to hang out with my team now.
Yeah.
Luckily the good thing though
Yeah.
is
So if it was just you, by the way, if
Yeah.
you were like, "Hey, I'm in Asbury, like, come get a drink," I'd be like,
Yeah.
"See you in 20."
Yeah.
I'll see you in
I
20.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because my heart was hurting a little bit.
No.
But like at the end of the day though, I think like, it's the difference. The good thing too is I feel like now nobody really the alcohol industry as a whole is down like over like 20% or like something even maybe a little bit more for the first time in like since prohibition.
Mhm.
And it's like people are taking their health way more seriously. Like,
Also, who can afford to drink?
yeah. Well, not only that, but it's like also like, dude, it's crazy. I don't know how recently I want to say that for me at least, these biometric wearers was the precipice of people understanding how shit alcohol makes you not only because like
100%.
this is the thing. It's so funny how like ignorance is bliss because it's like if before biometric wearers, like you would just wake up the next morning and feel like crap, but it's like obviously you were drinking.
Mhm.
But like when you see the metric of how dipped your HRV was, or like your sleep was so piss poor, even though you got 6 hours or 8 hours of sleep, and it's like, damn, like I feel like crap, and you're like locked in this jail cell of hangover the next day. But it's like at the end of the day, like, dude, like it really like it's not good for you.
You know,
So
the hangover like sucks enough, but you know what I hate worse?
Keep going.
The losing the next day. You
Mhm.
know, like when
Yeah.
you're like, it's your Sunday, it's your day off, it's your day to get shit done.
That gives me more
And
anxiety.
literally that you
losing
wasted a
whole
day.
Yeah.
dude, that's the problem. And honestly though, like now,
Well, it's like for you, it's worse because like you could
I
be
have
hungover,
kids.
and yeah, you still have to be a parent.
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
and my kids, like especially like this is the problem. Like my old like nights would be like Wednesday nights. I'd go out with all my guy friends on the boat. And then obviously in the winter, we'd just go out to bars on Wednesdays. I wouldn't do it on the weekends normally, but like Wednesdays. But the thing is, to your point, like I would constantly like be super hungover and then just have to do my day. And dude, most people do that in their 20s anyway. Like you go to work and you're hungover and like you just deal with it. But I think at the end of the day, it's like now having kids, it's like they are my number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 priority. So like especially on the weekends and stuff, like I want to be super hyper present with them. And when I feel like crap, or if I'm like tired or exhausted or whatever, that's not fair to them.
No.
Like, and so, you know, and it's crazy. Like now my kids are talking and that makes it 10 times harder. It's like when you have like, you know, for instance, this morning, like, cause Johnny is sleeping in his own bed now, like he's not in a crib anymore. So like he comes like walking into the bedroom now when he wakes up and he's like, you know, like essentially like, daddy, like, you know, like essentially wants me to go play with him. Right. And so it's like, and dude, like I'm typically, you know, like up and like working out and stuff like that, but like the mornings that I'm not, and he does wake up before me, it's like, dude, like I love that. Like when he wakes up and he like the most amazing thing to me is like when I get to see my kids and the first thing they see is like me when they wake up. I'm like, what's up, guys? Like, and like, I'm so pumped for the day. But so to be hungover in that setting, like, you know, it's just not worth it, dude. And I feel like that's why people converted to like Cali sober, right? Like they're like, I'm just gonna like smoke or like do whatever. So many people are doing different things, and it's like because you don't have like that other like negative effect, right?
Chris just posted something yesterday that was like Gen Z made soft clubbing a thing, and he's like, actually, this has always been a thing where
Right.
it's like they're
No,
going
millennials
to a
made
club.
it.
Yeah, it's like people are going to a coffee shop where there's a DJ and they're clubbing with their coffee.
Yeah.
And like that's the new norm. And I love that norm.
Me too.
Well, you know what's
Yeah.
crazy too is like I think you guys talked about this on an episode a couple weeks ago, where it's like Gen Z is so into their health, but like it's almost so, some of them are so bad, it's like toxic. Like what do they call it? Looks maxing or whatever.
Dude.
Weren't you guys talking about this where they
Yes.
like smash their jaws?
Yeah.
Dude, they give themselves micro fractures with a hammer on like different parts of like where they want. Like, so if you want like more protruded cheekbones, like I personally use a mallet. I don't use the hammer.
Oh my God.
But just kidding. Like, but so like they're doing that and they're making
John, if there's a
fractures.
thing where we can hit you with a hammer, you let me know. I will be there. I might cancel the rest of my day.
Listen, you know
No
what?
one try this at home.
But that's the thing, though. It's one of those things where it's like at the end of the day, you know, it's that all those things are just over my head. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
But like you love that ring, right? Like you love.
Oh yeah, I
the
swear
ring.
by this, dude. Yeah, because like I have the Aura ring and I put it on my ring finger, so I don't have to wear multiple rings. But like, dude, at the end of the day, it's like I'd rather because like I had the Whoop for a while. That's what got me on my biometric journey to like start getting really healthy. But it was just annoying because like I wear dress shirts a lot, and like to have that underneath here is so uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And I'm also like I like you know I take pride in like how I dress and all that stuff like that. So like I don't like having like a watch and then this like you know I have this bracelet from Bond Society, shout out to them. But like and then having this black thing just sitting there that doesn't match anything that I'm wearing, like I'm annoying like that. So for me,
You
it's
look
like
like a
I just
Power
didn't like
Ranger.
how what.
You look like a Power Ranger before they suit up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's just too much. But all right, we got to wrap it, Meg. Where we at? Was that the last topic? You have one
No,
more?
but I know we're cut for time. So
Yeah.
we
Let's
can
do a
have
speed
that.
round. What's the last topic in 30 seconds?
I have so many other topics.
Oh, all right, speed round.
OpenAI is shutting down Sora. They just moved it over to ChatGPT. Now they're shutting it down completely.
Mm.
The video generator.
So there's no more video generator
There's
at all.
going to be no more video generator.
Disney
over the
pulled
next
back
few
out of their
weeks.
deal, right?
Yeah. Yep.
What was it?
Why?
$1 billion they were going to invest, and then they pulled out.
Damn. Well, yo, Gemini's crushing, by the way. Like Gemini's banana or whatever it's called.
So-
Nano banana.
And Velo.
And brands, this wasn't on my topic list, but I just read this morning. Gap is taking all of their brands and putting them on Gemini for the entire checkout experience. So more brands are investing into Gemini now than ChatGPT, which is really interesting.
Now, I think you put me onto Gemini, where you said like you use it like to reimagine your back deck or something like that.
Yep.
So I just did that for my living room yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is
Gemini's like design is heavyweight. Like it doesn't play games. You know, like it's really cool.
What's your favorite AI?
I use a mix between ChatGPT and Gemini, depending on what I'm doing. It depends on what I'm doing.
I think you can't beat the image generation on Gemini.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's unmatchable in my opinion right now.
Mhm.
And I still like using chat for like the basic research, like, putting plans together. Like even for the content list I have to send Rob, like I was like, here, give me some ideas.
Right.
Put it into a PDF and
Boom. Rob thought you did the whole thing. Now Rob's upset.
Rob knew I plagiarized a little.
All right, last topic. The U.S. Postal Service is adding an 8% fuel charge because gas prices went up so much, which is crazy, by the way. My friends down in Virginia, they posted a story. Gas is like $6.40 a gallon down there for regular gas. It's really expensive,
That is expensive.
And so the U.S. Postal Service is saying, yeah, gas is expensive. So now anyone who sends a package and we have to deliver it, they're going to pay for our fuel. So
Damn.
you're going to see
By the
that
way,
until January 2027.
Where is Jeffy B with our drones?
Dude, right. Jeffy B. By the way, I will never, ever, 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 unless I was forced to, like legitimately forced to, I will never, ever, 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 10 more evers, use USPS again.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, after the
the laptop game.
Yeah.
Dude, they lost a $3,000 MacBook. Like, and they verbatim, like, they told me they lost it. Like, because we got the box delivered and it was janky and broken into. And we're like, yo, here's the box. Our 3,000 laptop is missing. So they're like, we'll give you $100 for it. And I go, oh, no, hold on. It's a $3,000 laptop. Like, yeah, we'll give you $100. And we went back and forth with them for months and months and months to the point where it was like, they're not going to pay it. So now we're just substitute. But that's never, ever happened ever with FedEx or, UPS or any of those other companies. That's why when government runs stuff like that, dude, it's like that's why I'd rather go into an enterprise that like needs the quality. Like if I called FedEx because that happened, I would have a $3,000 check.
Yeah.
So
because they
the
want your
government's
business
just like,
again.
the government's like,
Yeah, sorry.
you want your mail, buddy?
Oh, wow.
And the answer is no, I don't want my mail. It's never good stuff. But all right, guys, happy Thursday, Friday Eve. Shiv already hit us with a good quote of the day. I hope you guys crush the rest of your day. We'll see you back on Monday, guys.